T&M Kids. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more content.
Paw Patrol, Save the School Bus. One sunny morning, Mr. Hudson, the school bus driver, was starting his route through Adventure Bay. Suddenly, Mr. Porter's delivery truck spilled a big bunch of bananas. The bananas landed in front of the school bus, sending it sliding off the road. There were loud popping sounds as the bus rolled over some pointy spikes. All four tires on the bus were flat. How could Mr. Hudson pick up the kids and take them to school? He knew he had to alert the Paw Patrol.
Don't worry,
Ryder said.
no job is too big, no pup is too small.
Ryder called the pups to the Paw Patroller. Inside the Paw Patroller, Ryder told the team about the flat tires.
Rocky, your ratchet and tire patching gear will get that bus rolling again. Marshall, use your water cannons to spray the squished fruit off the street so no one else skids out.
But how will the kids get to school on time?
Chase asked. The bell was going to ring in 10 minutes. Ryder thought for a moment.
We'll just have to use a substitute school bus, the Paw Patroller.
The pups cheered as they raced to the scene. Rocky used his forklift to prop up the bus. Then he got to work removing the tires with his ratchet. At the same time, Marshall hosed down the mush on the road with his water cannons.
That's one power washing pup.
Meanwhile, Ryder, Chase, and Robo-Dog used the Paw Patroller to pick up the kids and take them to school. At the first stop was a boy named Alex.
This isn't a school bus, it's a cool bus,
he exclaimed as he got on. Next, they picked up Julius and Julia. He exclaimed as he got on. Chase announced over his loudspeaker. The brother and sister hurried inside and took seats. Then they came to stop where a little girl stood with Mayor Goodway and her pet chicken, Chicoletta.
Oh, look, a new school bus.
The mayor exclaimed as the girl climbed aboard. Chicoletta was so excited that she dropped her ear of corn, and it rolled away. She ran after it. Ryder, Robo-Dog and Chase followed her. The older kids explored the Paw Patroller. Alex climbed into Chase's police truck, Julius pretended to steer Zuma's hovercraft, and Julia sat in Rubble's rig. Ryder, Chase and Robo-Dog finally returned with Chicoletta, who had retrieved her ear of corn. Chicoletta started to peck at the Paw Patroller's control panel. Then they heard a rumbling noise. One by one, the pups' vehicles were rolled out onto the road, with the kids inside. Chicoletta had pressed the launch button with her beak.
Whoa,
Yelled Alex.
We.
Screamed Julia.
Woohoo.
Whooped Julius.
No, Chicoletta.
Said Ryder. But the poor chicken was so startled that she flew straight up, landed in Sky's helicopter, and pecked the control panel there, too. The copter's engine started, and away the chicken flew. Ryder quickly called the other pups at the lookout.
Team,
He said.
our school bus rescue has taken a detour. The kids are out riding in your vehicles. We need to get them back.
Sky popped open the wings on her pup pack and zoomed up to the chicken flying in her copter. She said, slipping into the seat next to Chicoletta. Sky grabbed the controller and safely steered the chopper and its pecking passenger toward home. Back on the ground, Rubble raced toward his rig on his skateboard. With a few fancy moves, he flipped himself inside the digger next to Julia. He pressed the brake, barely avoiding a crash with Mr. Porter's fruit stand. Out on the water, Julia was speeding toward Captain Turbott's boat in the hovercraft. Zuma zoomed up to the hovercraft on a kite-powered surfboard and leaped behind the wheel. The hovercraft turned, missing the boat at the last second. Meanwhile, Ryder and Chase caught up to Alex.
time to pull over.
The pup barked. But Alex didn't know how. Ryder instructed Chase to shoot a net from his pup pack. They sailed through the air and stretched between two trees, catching the patrol truck like a soccer ball.
Goal.
Goal.
Ryder and Chase shouted, high-fiving each other. Everyone rushed back to the Paw Patroller. If they hurried, they could still get the kids to school on time. But then the Paw Patroller's door suddenly opened. Robo-Dog chased it while the girls started up the giant vehicle. The Paw Patroller rolled down the street. Ryder sprang into action.
Sky, get your copter back in the air and lower the harness.
He said. Once Ryder had strapped himself into the harness, Sky flew over the Paw Patroller. Ryder dropped down through the roof and ran to the front. He reached for the controls and brought the vehicle to a stop in front of the school, just as the other pups pulled up. The bell rang. The kids waved goodbye and ran inside as the school bus rumbled up the street and screeched to a halt. Rocky had fixed the tires, and the bus was as good as new.
Did you just get here?
He asked his teammates with a giggle.
What took you so long?
Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more content.